This is gonna be controversial. This is gonna be real controversial, but I don't care. I gotta get this off my chest and I gotta let y'all know.
Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. It's your host London Lamborghini. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. This is the channel where we upgrade our life by turning information into action. It is also a TikTok repost channel, so following the TikTok ban coming soon. You can come right to this channel to get all your TikTok updates, news, and information.
This is gonna be controversial. This is gonna be real controversial, but I don't care. I gotta get this off my chest and I gotta let y'all know I cannot go into 2025 with people who are still looking forward to their daily horoscope. I can't do it. This war we fighting, I need some intercessors. Y'all over here carrying around sage? Y'all still got rose quartz. I get it. I used to have the rose quartz in my bra. Like, I'm gonna find me a nigga today. Yeah, this rose quartz, this rock gonna bring me my husband. I get it. I have been there. But what I'm saying is, I'm not there anymore. And nothing against the people who believe in that. Just as for me and what I need in my life, I don't need a tool. I need the blood. So if you ain't covered in the blood, hey, you can't go into next year with me talking about did you read your daily microscope? I don't give a damn about what the horoscope say about Aries. What does Matthew 2 and 2 say? Can you pray? All them rocks, all them rocks and herbs. Do you know the Bible? Yeah, I'm leaving that in 2024. I'm leaving that in the past. If you cannot intercede on my behalf with the blood of Jesus and you do not carry the Holy Spirit, you don't carry the Holy Spirit, but you carry it around herbs. If you don't get that dust out of my face and get in that prayer corner and pray for me, I need a friend. I need an intercessor. Jesus, all them rocks. Get it. I used to have the rose quartz in my bra. Like, I'm gonna find me a nigga today. Yeah.
It's funny that when people leave spirituality, and I say spirituality because we're all spiritual beings, right? But when people leave what they believe should be the spiritual journey and then go into Christianity and demonize spirituality, the only thing they can demonize are crystals, herbs. Herbs are medicine, but okay. But let's talk about it a little bit more, because the root issue is going to be the root issue no matter what religion that you step into, no matter what philosophy that you choose to believe in. It all comes down to your mindset. It all comes down to your true beliefs. And the thing is that people step into spirituality and they want to talk about all this like manifestation, and that's their main purpose. They want to manifest this love. They want to manifest, this career, and they want to manifest this relationship and money and da-da-da-da-da-da. But they aren't willing to put in the work. That shadow work, they're refusing to do that. The dark night of the soul, they're refusing to do that. You will be dragged through the spiritual trenches. You have to rewire your whole subconscious mind. This isn't a game. This isn't hee hee ha ha ha. This is breaking free from generational trauma. This is breaking free from generational cycles of abuse, of toxicity, of bad habits, etc., etc. You will be asked to dive real deep, and it's scary. It's dark. It's isolating. It is not easy. You have to make a lot of sacrifices, and if you're not willing to do that, you're going to walk the other way. So funny that the people who demonize spirituality the most, all they can talk about are the crystals. I wonder why. So the reason that you're putting a crystal in your bra to attract the man has nothing to do with the crystal. It comes down to your lack of self-love, your lack of self-worth. It comes down to the attachment issues, the codependency issues. So now you're not putting the crystal in your bra, but you're going to church begging a man to love you. But at least it's at the church, right? You're still carrying the same issues. It's you. It's your mindset. That's what it is. It's your heart set. It's your soul set. Because you rather not blame yourself, you rather demonize spirituality. And now you're using religion to mask all your issues, and now you feel empowered. That power is coming from ego. It's still coming from lack. It's still coming from a lack of confidence. Not only lacking confidence within yourself, but also lacking confidence with your belief systems. Because let me tell you, I've already seen a couple of creators who left spirituality and are on a Christian path, which there's nothing wrong with that. But they demonize spirituality. And guess what they're posting about? All in all, spirituality forces you to become a reflection of what it is that you are seeking outside of you. Because this is about longevity. It's about sustaining what it is that you are seeking outside of you. It is about true divine soul fulfillment. It is not a materialistic, superficial, surface level journey. It just isn't. And if you're stuck in the material world, you're not going to survive the actual spiritual journey. It will require you to change a whole entire system within you. And that not only takes time and patience, but it requires work. A lot of work that many people are not willing to do. It just is what it is. When you depend on TikTok, on angel numbers, on crystals to define your spiritual journey, babe, that's where you play yourself. Also, y'all need to pay attention, because someone getting loud on social media about their belief systems does not mean they're secure and confident about their belief systems. It does not mean they're secure and confident about themselves, right? Being loud does not equate to confidence. Pay attention, y'all.
I'm sure everybody has seen B. Simone all up and down the FYP for the last 2 days. Also, I know I look like a grease ball, but I just did my skincare before bed, before y'all come for me. I just want to remind everyone that we are still in the midst of a major energetic shift. As I continue on my spiritual journey, one thing that has become clear is that not everyone is in the same place, and that is okay. Some people haven't started their spiritual journey yet, and others may never resonate with it. That is not something that we need to fix or fight against. It's just the reality of where they are, and it's not our job to change them. As more people continue to awaken spiritually, more low vibrational energies and entities will start to show up. Their goal is simple: to pull you down to their level. There's bound to be division and misunderstandings. Not everyone sees the world the same way. And sometimes those differences will come out in ways that feel hurtful and divisive. That is energy harvesting. And it's not always obvious. It could look like unnecessary drama. It can look like criticism, judgment, manipulation. And you really have to use your discernment and pay attention to how these people make you feel. These interactions are designed to get a reaction out of you, to pull you into their frequency. The further I've come along my spiritual journey, especially as someone who was raised in church, I've learned that engaging or trying to defend myself with this type of energy is not worth it. When people are operating from judgment, fear, or misunderstanding, they are often seeking a reaction. You do not have to give them one. Low vibrational energy is always seeking attention. But when we ignore it and stay rooted in our higher self, we remain aligned with love. We stay in our light. That is where your power lies. There's no need to explain yourself or to prove yourself to anyone. We don't need to convince anyone to see the world the way that we do. Let your energy speak louder than your words. If they choose to come into their own spiritual awakening one day, then so be it. That's their path to walk. It's not ours to guide. This is how we protect our energy. By choosing love over conflict, understanding over judgment, peace over proving ourselves. Remember that your energy is sacred. Protect it by staying aligned with love, with compassion, with understanding. We are all navigating this shift in our own way. So keep your frequency high and do not let them get to you. That is what they want.
Y'all can say what y'all want, but B. Simone is a pick-me. So now the lane that she's moving on is Christianity. She's trying to get a good old pastor, deacon, reverend, somebody, usher, some drummer boy, choir man. She's trying to get her somebody. And I say that because when women like her find Christianity, right? And it's you're supposed to minister to the people, you're supposed to spread the word, right? But what women like her do is they make that their personality. And real Christians don't make their religion their personality. That's just who they are. It exudes in the way they walk in life, right? So to say she was involved with the crystals and the meditation and the horoscopes and all of this and all of that, and this to come on social media and say, okay, so I'm not into that no more, but I'm not shaming those who are. Church people, self-proclaimed Christians, are very shady fucking people. They use their Christianity to be shady as hell, to be disrespectful, to be rude, and to try to look down on other people. Because you could have left all of that out, right? You could have said everything you said, but left out the fact of what you leaving in 2024, as if you've elevated so much in your life and you leaving all these other people behind because they believe in something you once did too. But I think it's all a ploy. They do this shit to get some men. So see, being in the world and being a worldly girl, you ain't fit in and you couldn't hold no man. So then they go down all these other avenues. She went to the meditation and all this other kind of stuff. Still wasn't able to keep no man. Now she's going into the Christianity movement to try to get a man. I'm sorry, y'all can say what y'all want. Eat me up in the comments if y'all fuck with her. I don't care. I've been around this sun too many times to know women like that. She wants a man. She's lonely. And they try every single thing under the sun in hopes that that new connection can bring them closer to what they really want. I'm telling you.
Y'all to understand that this is bigger than B. Simone. This is specifically about religious bullies. I can't stand a regular bully, let alone a religious bully. And this is because a lot of us have had our childhood stripped from us because of religious bully upbringing. A lot of us are nurturing our inner child because things were stripped from us due to religion. Furthermore, what brings me like the most in my spirit is the fact that they claim to know everything about divinity. They claim to know everything about the Bible, but yet they don't read or study for themselves to seek understanding. They go to church, they get preached a couple of verses, maybe one Bible verse by a minister who's been inspired by, maybe like 5 minutes of Bible verse, 2 hours of freestyle in a church sermon. All of a sudden they know everything it is about the Bible. They know everything it is about divinity, and they don't ask questions, asking the right questions. Spiritualists, I am fully aware that everybody is not meant to follow the same spiritual paths. This is the reason why we have soul contracts. We're all not meant to believe the same thing. If that were the case, we will all be one band, one sound without question. As a spiritualist, I also understand that we're all not meant to walk the same continuous spiritual path our entire life. There are plenty of people who started out Christian and end up Muslim and vice versa, and every other denomination that there is. But you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. If your spiritual walk is rooted in truth, accountability, and authenticity, you are going to take those elements and those lessons that you have learned in whatever journey you started in and still be able to apply them to your new spiritual walk and expand upon that. This is the problem with people who are performative like B. Simone, because you guys are not rooted. You were never rooted in truth, accountability, and authenticity in your spiritual walk in the first place. Wherever you go, there you are. So everything that you refused to foster in your beginning of your spiritual walk, you're still going to be faced with that when you move into a new pantheon of religion. You're there because you're not doing the internal work. Y'all came over to spirituality because you think that you had no kind of ramifications for being lawless in what you were doing, because a lot of y'all think that we don't have any morals or ethics in addition to not being connected to divinity, and that's further from the truth. And you came over here for monetary gain. And when that didn't work out for y'all, because y'all still didn't want to be rooted and take accountability, y'all went back over to organized religion because it's easier to blame something outside of yourself. It's easier to put something in somebody else's hand. It's easier to say, well, I'm gonna sit up here and act a fool and then go to church on Sunday and seek forgiveness than take accountability. You can still be a Christian and deconstruct. The point of deconstructing is to be a better Christian. Again, we're not all meant to walk the same walk. Some people are meant to be Christians, but you are meant to be a better version of a Christian versus what has been continuously perpetualized throughout history that has had terrible ramifications for all of us, regardless of race, regardless of nationality. We've all been affected by it. There is no separation between church and state. That is the biggest lie that's ever been told. Well, That's one of the biggest lies that's ever been told. Being honest, a lot of y'all have faith and a lot of y'all are practicing that religion because of the promise of receiving something greater on the opposite side of this life, when you can receive your rewards right now. A lot of y'all are sitting in that church. Y'all not even supposed to be walking within that spiritual path. And you wonder why your life is pure hell. In addition to the fact that y'all worshiping Canaanite war gods. But because it has been indoctrinated and at this point passed down in an epigenetic way, internalized oppression, I can go on and on. You want a perceived outcome. I'm gonna just leave that there.
Personally, I love this discussion. As a former evangelical, Pentecostal, devout Christian, I absolutely love that we are talking about spiritual shaming and religious fear-mongering. Religious fear-mongering is so prevalent in the Christian community. Yes, people go to church and they do good, but during the times where they're not doing that, they are scaring other people, shaming other people, judging other people about how their actions and behaviors are demonic and satanic. Which, that is a whole different conversation. That is an entirely different conversation when a lot of these people are supporting, well, politicians that do actual satanic things. But the key factor is that be tolerant of other people's faiths. I dated a Muslim at one point. We both did Ramadan together. That was a very spiritually progressive time for me. However, now I am no longer a Christian, thank God. I engage in spiritual research into many different spiritual traditions because spirituality is a journey and a path. So I would love to know, what path are you on specifically? What research have you done into other faiths? Are you a Christian? If so, maybe I don't want to hear from you. Just saying, as an ex-Christian myself. But I would love to know your thoughts in the comments. I love all my subscribers. Thank you for supporting this channel and keeping it going. And check back in for another video every week.